Welcome back to Polished Professionals, the blog and brand to help you conquer the workaday world with style and poise. I'm Mel, an attorney and small business owner and founder of Polished Professionals. In this video, we'll give you our top 4 tips to giving work presentations with poise. Plus, stay tuned for our bonus tip that will never fail. Do you ever get nervous in front of a crowd? I know that I do. Every time I seem to get asked to do a work presentation, it's always 10 minutes before they really want me to present. So you have no time to prepare, you're unnerved, you're nervous, and you don't know what to do. Well, these tips will get you through the day to make you feel confident anytime you stand up at work. Not all work presentations come at the last minute. So when they don't, this is tip number 1. And tip number 1 for speaking in front of anybody is preparation. Make sure you do your prep work. Much like we tried to take tests and cram the night before, we usually did not do as well on those tests as we did for other topics that we may have studied throughout the semester. The same holds true for work presentations. You really need to make sure that you get your prep time in much before the night before or the morning of to show that you are solidly prepared for this presentation. I like to practice in front of a mirror. It's great thinking about the hand gestures that you might make or the faces that you might make. All of those things will connote confidence if you're really firm in what you believe and how you're speaking. Plus, you can also think about the questions that may be asked. If you've prepared, you will have thought of those questions, and not just the questions, you will have thought of the answers. For any questions that may come up, you will be prepared and you will be poised and confident in your presentation. One way I really like to prepare is note cards. It's not the same thing as having your whole PowerPoint presentation up there and reading off that PowerPoint presentation. That is not preparation and planning for a speech. A speech is, or a presentation is, one where you know the topic and you're not just reading off the cue cards that you've written on your PowerPoint presentation. So I do like to prepare a short, minimal version of the script that I need to make sure I follow and the key points to highlight so that I can look down for reference. It really does help calm my nerves. But again, preparation itself and preparing these cards is all part of the process to being ready for your next work presentation. I tend to say this a lot, but tip number 2 is dress for the part. If you're giving a work presentation in front of your CEO, your bosses, and your peers, you want to look like you are prepared and confident, and your clothes should reflect that. They should fit you impeccably. It should not be something that you're tugging on or pulling on or don't feel confident in. You want your clothes to be something that fit you perfectly so that you can shine, your preparation can shine, and your work presentation can go off without a hitch. We've linked some of our favorite work looks below. These are always appropriate, and I think it's okay if you dress up a little more than you typically would on a regular work day if you're planning to do a big presentation. So these will get you through at any price point. You can click on the links directly below. You've done the preparation, you look great. Now it's time for tip number 3. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You know everything you're going to say and you look great. Now, you just need to take those deep breaths to calm your nerves. All of us get a little nervous before we go out in public. These deep breaths will really calm your nerves. It will allow you to reflect and slow down so that your speech is not quick and that you will be easily conveying your message to your audience. Also, deep breaths help with recollection. Oxygen boosts recollection. So take the time to give yourself 2 to 3 minutes of deep breaths and reflection before you start your presentation. If you don't have time to give yourself those 2 or 3 deep breaths, or even if you still do that and you're nervous, this quick bonus tip will get you through any presentation. You should strike your Wonder Woman pose. Chest up, arms out. This pose really helps boost your inner confidence. Hold that pose for 5 seconds and then walk into the room. I know that may sound corny, but it really can help boost your confidence when you walk into a new situation and give your presentation. Tip number 4 is for those of us who did not do tips 1 through 3. So you may not have had all the time in the world to prepare. So this tip will help you get through the day if you did not plan like you wanted to. So how do you come off polished and professional under these circumstances? Nervous people tend to talk a lot. So make sure you highlight the key points that you really want to reference and stick to those. Don't ramble on. The other thing to remember is that the audience can be your friend. Stopping every once in a while to ask the audience if they will have any questions or what they would like to add their comments can be a great way to fill time without you rambling on, especially if you're not prepared. One easy way to get the crowd involved is to ask them if they've had similar experiences or if they've had different experiences. People like giving their opinions, and so that is one easy way to get the crowd talking and also to get the focus off of you and maybe allow you a few more seconds to prepare for your next point between them and you're giving your presentation. And now it's time for our bonus tip, when all else fails. You may feel like you didn't get it right, that you really screwed up on your presentation, but really you can still save the day. You will never be an epic fail on your work presentation if you convey comfort rather than fear. Smile, laugh at yourself. Those are easy ways to diffuse a situation, even if you think that you've messed up. People are generally willing to give you the benefit of the doubt and laugh alongside of you. So make sure that you remember this bonus tip no matter what happens in your work presentations. We hope that you've liked all of these tips to making sure you give your work presentations with poise. If you like what you see here, we hope that you hit the subscribe button. Also, you can check us out at polished-professionals.com, where you can get in touch with us and learn more about Polished Professionals. Plus, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel right now, you will get entered into our monthly beauty giveaway. This month features Rose Hip Essentials. It's a great assortment of products you are sure to love. And we want to hear from you. You can reach out to us in the comments below, or you can email us anytime at polishedprofessionalsinfo@gmail.com. Thanks so much for watching.